The next one, please.
Good morning.
Good morning. So, welcome. Who are you?
Nice to meet you.
The pleasure
I
is
am
mine.
Lorenzo Invernizzi, and I am attending my last year of high school.
An adjective that describes you well.
Confused. That's why I'm a tidy person. It seems paradoxical, but being tidy is my own survival instinct. The only way I have to order the confusion that is inside me. If you take a look at my bedroom, you can see that everything is perfectly displaced. I admire messy bedrooms. They point out the well-ordered behavior of their owners. In short, a tidy person has got a messy desk, and a messy person like me has got a tidy desk.
Did you overcome any hardships during your life?
That's a very interesting question. I've always considered hardships as a fundamental step to reach personal improvement. In general, people tend to associate pain with failure and joy with success. For there is no breakthrough without pain, there is no light without shadow, there is no good without evil. In my personal experience, every little achievement I have obtained is the logical consequence of commitment, single mindedness, and deprivation. On the one hand, that's why I'm not afraid of facing daily difficulties. But on the other hand, it seems like there are some hindrances which require more effort and guarantee less satisfaction after their overcoming. In light of some recent studies, there is no doubt that individualism has become a key word to understand human nature. What I'm referring to is that people from rich countries are more selfish and lonely than the old generations, and they need to feel on the right path. They need to be sure everything gets better. They need pragmatism. If I do this, if I endeavor to do my best, I expect some immediate results. However, when the final results are not so clear, I personally suffer from a lack of motivation. When the aim is fleeting, the means are even weak, and I feel like a tiny drop in a huge ocean. Why do I feel so? Because modern productivism tells me to hurry up and makes me understand I'm not doing enough, I'm not seizing the day. That's the most dangerous hardship I have faced in my short life. But how can I overcome it? I think the best virtue is patience. I just need to wait. I just need to drink a cup of tea, focusing myself on constancy, because gutta cavat lapidem. In this way, I have not evidently overcome productivism, but I have found a rational solution to tame that frightening inner voice that tells me, do more, time is passing, life is finishing, life is short.
Why do you change your behavior based on the situation you have to face?
Oh, Shakespeare wrote, all the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances. He was totally right. During my daily life, I usually talk to many people and I often change my behavior. Is it a problem? No, it isn't. I think this human characteristic is one of the most stunning, the mimicry everybody needs to adapt to the environment. How dare I condemn my own survival instinct? Every man is a messy mixture of ideas and behaviors. How could I even have the presumption to order the disorder? However, it's exactly what humankind has been doing since its birth. Mathematics is an honorable attempt to organize the confusion that reigns over the universe. As I do hate, as I don't hate the chaotic universe, but I consider it as the basic field on which maths develops itself. So I shouldn't criticize the human changing behavior, because it's just the base for the construction of a personality. What I'm saying is that as math is an attempt to find out the mysteries of the world, so personality is a mere endeavor to understand the real human soul. As everyone, I am flexible and I change my way of being in the different situations I have to deal with, because different situations require different conducts. As Kant would say, the real problem is how external people judge and interpret my behavior, because the real problem is this, and identity is given to me by society, and it's not a material thing I can buy in a store.
An adjective that other people use to describe you.
Neutral. My friend My friends in general tend to consider me as Jane Austen considered Brandon in Sense and Sensibility. Uh, Jane Austen wrote, Brandon is just the kind of man whom everybody speaks well of and nobody cares about, whom all are delighted to see and nobody remembers to talk to. I'll take it as a compliment.
Oh, cool. Are you the synthesis of what?
Jane Austen has made me understand I am the union between sense and sensibility. I consider rationality as a useful means to control the colorful world of sentiment. I personally need the rationality to work out the benefits of a relationship and to pilot my primitive instincts. However, I have to admit that sensibility is much stronger than sense. Once Nietzsche said that thoughts are only the shades of feeling.
Are you really what you have decided to show?
I really like playing the piano, swimming in the sea, and studying science. Every day I try to show my acquaintances what I really am. Nevertheless, I don't know myself enough to answer this complex question. I think that getting in touch with new people all over the world is the best method to earn a profound knowledge of myself. That's why I really like traveling, not only for the places you visit, but in particular for the people you meet.
How do you search for information? What are you looking for? Is there something that influences you?
When I search the internet, I usually write and read everything in English. It's not only because it's a good way to improve my second language, but also because the most interesting websites are from English speaking countries. All the most breathtaking science discoveries are published in English.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Do you struggle to pay attention?
Sometimes I cannot manage to pay attention. As I have already written, as I have already said, we live in a faster than light society in which everybody seems so busy. Where are you going? Keep calm. I feel constantly involved in a WhatsApp chat. Generation Z is not able to exclusively watch a film. When I watch a film, I usually reply to some messages on my smartphone. I watch some reels on Instagram. I buy a train ticket for the day after. I read the news. That's why I sometimes feel absent-minded.
Oh, yeah, I see. Are you empathetic?
I'm totally convinced that a magical glue covers humankind. When you walk in a busy street and you make eye contact with a person, there is an amazing non-verbal communication that forces you to express your feeling for that person and enables you to understand his or hers. These feelings could be love, admiration, fear, anger. So I think I am an empathetic person. I just need sometimes to use verbal communication to create a stronger relationship with the person I can see in the same busy street.
Oh, I got it. Do you feel alone?
On the one hand, I support Hobbes' theory and I share his considerations about the individualistic human nature, homo homini lupus. However, when I feel lonely, why should I consider loneliness as the main human characteristic? As happiness, sadness, anger, loneliness is just one of the billion states of mind that exist. In the selfish, independent society in which I grew up, I think that everybody feels alone sometimes. What I should not forget is that I am a social animal and I need to feel part of a community whose aims are mine too.
Yeah, Aristotle was right. Do you believe in the world's
Have you
improvement?
noticed some changes in the last century? Nowadays, people travel from London to New York in 3 hours. They use electric cars, they sleep in warm bedrooms, they recover from bad illnesses. You must be blind not to believe in the world's improvement. You must be silly. You must be a brutal, a shitty person who can only notice the bad sides of progress. Pollution, climate change, the gap between rich and poor. We surely need to work more. But progress is undoubtedly empowering humans, and it must be humbly respected.
I agree. How do you consider your role in the world?
Last summer, I read a precious book of Marco Aurelio. It induced me to think that the main purpose in life is promoting the social improvement because everybody is condemned to oblivion and only the help you give to society is immortal. I am a student and I'm proud of studying awesome subjects at school, but I also need to put what I study into practice. That's why I couldn't stand the ones who study aesthetic stuff with no practical relevance. Every subject should be a tool and not a useless religion.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.